So, Alan, I'll reframe the question. You just saw them, the Lakers, I should say, at the Garden the other night against the Knicks. How good do you think this team, this Lakers team, let's say they acquire, and I'll ask Wendy about this in a minute, an average big. I'm just, a replacement level big, not a superstar big. How good can this team be this year in the playoffs?
I mean, they got Maxi Kleber. He's like an average big. He's a good screen and roll kind of guy and stuff like that. He's older, and he's not really that athletic. But still, they got something. But they're definitely going to have to try to find one. But everybody in the league's trying to find one of those guys, the bouncy seven-footers that Dallas has.
Okay, they get somebody.
If they get somebody and they're useful, which LeBron always finds a way to make you useful, they have a chance. Here's why. The West, the whole NBA is wide open. We're going to see a day today where it's going to get real busy. Because there's some teams that realize there's a chance. That's why Dallas does what they do. They think they can win the next couple of years because the only real favorite right now is an OKC team that is untested, that doesn't have the calluses of a lot of playoff losses. So they still have to prove themselves. There's not that juggernaut team anymore in the NBA. So there's opportunity, and for LeBron James and this team, they should consider it being wide open. And don't forget what he said to Lisa Salter, because I'm with Wendy. This whole notion that LeBron's at the end, we know he's in the back nine, but he even said to Lisa Salters after that game Saturday, I don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing, because it does defy logic. But LeBron James throughout his entire career has done exactly that.
Fair enough. Just let the record show. What we're talking about him doing, and maybe he will, has never been done, right? It literally has never been done. Right. No one has ever played at this level. Even Michael Jordan at the end with the Wizards, he put together good stretches. Kareem played till this age. Vince Carter. No one has ever been a dominant superstar caliber player at this age in the way that LeBron, we're talking about him doing going forward. Jay, I wanted to give you a chance because you're the one person I know has to run. You're jumping to a flight, and we thank you for taking the time here. There's one thing I know you wanted to react to. I'm going to play some of Luka. What you're going to hear is Luka Doncic being asked about the criticism he has faced about his conditioning. So you'll hear that. You'll hear his response, and I know Jay wanted to get into that. This was Luka.
I know it's not true, I know, but it's a motive. Like I say, I came here, one of the biggest clubs in history of sports, so it's a big motive for a long run here. I think this year I really stepped it up honestly, and it's just being more active, more vocal, and I think I did a step ahead this year, but I need to do more steps ahead.
All right, Jay, what was it about that stood out to you?
It was true, Greeny. Like this year was better than what he was years prior, conditioning. But this has been an ongoing theme. And anybody who's been around the organization has been hearing about some of the weight challenges. Wendy has talked about it multiple times. We've talked about it in studio. Monica, you and I have bloviated about like the body language, the leadership that comes along with it. The one thing I want from him moving forward is to have accountability with that. And that's where I think LeBron is really going to help him with that. Because the first problem from somebody that's been through therapy is recognizing that there was a problem, right? And addressing it head on. So the whole thing about, there is no problem. No, there was a problem. And that's what's hindered him from getting over the top. He is one of the most special players the game of basketball has ever seen. But in order for him to do something that rarefied people have been able to do, he has to change the body and he has to go to a different level. And I just want him to own that. The more he can own that, the sooner he'll get there.
What do you think, McNutt?
He's young. I think that he's young. And if I can pull a quote from Coach Tom Thibodeau, the best thing about young players is they have the opportunity to get better. And he's already fantastic. So, yeah, rubbing elbows, brother, mentor, teammate, whatever you want to call it, rubbing elbows with LeBron cannot be bad for Luka.
Yeah, it's interesting, Alan, because he's young. He's not yet 26 years old. But when you consider his past, he has been a professional basketball player for, I think, since he was something like 14 years old. He's been a pro a long time.
He's young, but he's old in basketball.
Yeah, he's old. He's played old, young.
And he's, by the way, been to a Western Conference Finals and to an NBA Finals already. This
point of his career. He's been great. Remind anyone who needs reminding. He has been first-team All-NBA 5 consecutive years and led his team in 1 year to the Western Conference Finals and another to the Finals, and he didn't have the best team either of those times.
Absolutely, and this pairing is going to be very compelling. First of all, there's so much pressure now on Luka because all eyes are on him right now. He has now become a story that if you're an NBA fan, you're so curious about him now. He was always that compelling player you like to watch because he was fun. He was a guy that had a killer mentality late in games. We saw that big shot against Rudy Gobert in the playoffs, which was just an epic finish, telling him, you can't guard me. But we've also seen the finals where he got picked on defensively and his bad body language you guys were just talking about. So we're now going to see, is this going to be a crash and burn, or is this going to be a phoenix rising from the ashes? Is this going to be something where he takes on that Mamba mentality now in a Laker uniform, and the Dallas Mavericks pay for them not believing in him going forward? What happens with Luka Doncic from here forward is one of the great NBA stories that is right there with how much longer LeBron James is going to play.
So we didn't even get to, as we planned, the Kevin Durant of it all and other trades that may be coming here, which we will do as this hour continues. But, Wendy, I'd like to give you the final word on this topic as far as the Lakers themselves. Alan and I were just talking about, well, they'll get someone. They've got whatever it is now, 30 hours to do it. What do we expect the Lakers to do?
Well, first off, again, there's no conspiracy here. The Mavericks believe Luka has major conditioning challenges, and there's Luka saying, I do not. You want to know why their breakup? There it is, folks. Okay, he doesn't believe it. Okay,
Right.
Okay. Now, I mean, it goes deeper than that, but on its surface, I don't need some 11-stage reason why the Illuminati is involved. Okay. The other thing is, the Lakers are in need of a center. They have a weakness on defense, and it starts at the rim. Rob Pelinka yesterday said the market is dry, and I would agree. Alan Hahn brought up Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber has a broken foot. So we'll see if it might be a stopgap or a buyout guy. The Lakers aren't going to be who they can be until next year. I'm not holding them to any expectations this season.
Okay, fair enough. Everyone's there.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.